If the ultimate soldier of antiquity clashed with the most feared raider of the medieval world, who walks away alive? August, 480 BC. The hot gates of Thermopylae echo with ancient bronze. A society engineered from birth to produce the ultimate human weapon for the state. June, 793 AD. The icy shores of Lindisfarne taste cold medieval steel. A culture that worshipped individual glory, believing death in combat was a heavenly ticket. You place a Spartan Hoplite against a Viking Huscarl, two legendary apex historical predators. Separated by over 1,000 years of history, standing face to face in combat. Pop culture assumes the Spartan's ruthless discipline makes him invincible in any combat scenario. But combat is not decided by cinematic shouting. It is decided by brutal physics. To find the historical truth, we must critically examine the engineering of their slaughter. Let us begin with the absolute pride of Laconia, the legendary Spartan heavy infantry. Born into the agoge, his training was a brutal exercise in collective phalanx survival. He is equipped with the Dory, a heavy wooden spear exactly 2 meters long, tipped with a leaf-shaped bronze blade designed to puncture flesh from a safe distance. But his true strength, and his cultural identity, lies in his heavy wooden shield. The Aspis is a massive wooden bowl faced with bronze, weighing exactly 15 pounds. It is a masterpiece of phalanx warfare, designed to overlap with the neighboring soldier. And there lies the Spartan's most critical tactical flaw in a one-on-one skirmish duel. The Aspis is severely cumbersome, built for a wall of men, not fluid skirmishes. Without his shielded brothers, the Spartan is effectively a fortress missing its flanking walls. For extreme close quarters, he carries the xiphos, a short and brutal bronze sword. Brutally effective in a crush of bodies, but severely lacking reach in open fields. His armor is a heavy bronze anatomical cuirass, offering excellent torso protection against strikes. However, bronze, while highly durable, is merely an alloy of copper and tin metals. Now, we jump forward 15 violent centuries to the frozen coasts of the north. Enter the Viking Huscarl, an elite professional bodyguard dedicated to Scandinavian kings and warlords. Unlike the regimented Spartan, the Viking thrives in chaotic, unregimented skirmishes and individual duels. His primary defense is a center-grip wooden round shield reinforced with an iron boss. It is significantly lighter, faster, and far more maneuverable than the heavy Spartan Aspis. He wears riveted steel chainmail, a highly flexible mesh of interlocking, durable metal rings. It brilliantly absorbs slashing blows, though it often leaves the lower legs dangerously exposed. His sidearm is a high-quality steel broadsword, balanced perfectly for devastating cutting swing arcs. But his primary battlefield equalizer is a weapon of pure, unadulterated kinetic strike terror, the Dane Axe, a massive forged steel blade mounted on a long ash shaft. This is not a simple lumberjack's tool. It is a specialized armor-breaching combat instrument. The mechanics of this historical matchup hinge on a massive, undeniable technological, metallurgical chasm. The Spartan fights with the absolute pinnacle of ancient-era bronze weaponsmithing technology. The Viking brings early medieval high-carbon steel directly to the bloody battlefield engagement zone. Steel is significantly harder, more resilient, and holds a sharper edge than ancient bronze. When these two legendary warriors collide, it is not just flesh against mortal flesh. It is the ancient Bronze Age violently crashing into the medieval Iron Age reality. The Spartan will immediately seek to establish safe distance using his long, thrusting spear. The Viking must aggressively close that gap, utilizing his shield to deflect bronze points. Let us visualize the engagement. The Spartan takes a grounded, highly defensive phalanx stance. The Viking advances forward, loose and aggressive, carefully reading the angle of the spear. The Spartan thrusts the heavy Dory with the full weight of his muscular core. A perfectly aimed, lethal strike, targeting the Viking's exposed throat over the round shield. The Viking pivots sharply, sweeping his center-grip shield to parry the thrust violently outward. The bronze spearhead aggressively glances off the steel boss, throwing the Spartan off balance. The Viking closes the distance instantly, stepping aggressively inside the spear's effective striking range. The Spartan drops the useless long spear and quickly draws his short Xiphos sword. He rapidly raises the massive Aspis shield to brace for the incoming Viking assault. The Viking swings his steel broadsword in a vicious, highly kinetic downward striking arc. The medieval steel blade crashes heavily into the bronze face of the Spartan shield. The violent impact leaves a deep gouge in the bronze, but the oak holds. The Spartan quickly counters, thrusting the short bronze sword from behind his heavy cover. The Viking easily and swiftly deflects the short blade with his agile round shield. Realizing the Aspis is too incredibly thick to cut through, the Viking changes tactics. He steps back rapidly and readies the devastating two-handed Dane Axe for a strike. The Spartan locks his grounded stance, preparing to absorb the blow with his shield. But the Viking does not foolishly swing at the thick center of the shield. He swings wide, expertly hooking the elongated beard of the axe over the rim. With a violent muscular pull, he yanks the heavy Aspis violently down and away. The Spartan's frontal defense is forcibly opened, his tactical balance completely and utterly broken. The Viking reverses his hand grip, driving the heavy steel axe head brutally forward. The blunt back of the steel axe smashes directly into the Spartan's bronze cuirass. The bronze violently dents inward, fracturing several ribs beneath the ancient, beautifully crafted armor. The Spartan aggressively stumbles, gasping for painful air, but stubbornly refuses to ever yield. He lunges desperately forward with the Xiphos, aiming for the Viking's completely unprotected leg. The bronze blade bites deeply into the Viking's thigh, drawing a stream of blood. The Viking completely ignores the pain, raising the Dane Axe high above his head. He brings it violently down with the full mechanical leverage of the long shaft. The Spartan desperately raises the heavy Aspis one last time to block the strike. The hardened steel axe blade cleaves straight through the ancient bronze defensive shield facing. It bites incredibly deep into the oak core, splintering the massive shield completely apart. The massive kinetic force transfers through the shattered shield, ending the brutal fight instantly. The historical verdict is definitive. The elite Viking Huscarl decisively wins this legendary duel. It is not a matter of courage. A true Spartan simply knows no fear. But the Spartan is a specialized cog in a machine, fighting with outdated bronze. The Viking is an individual duelist, wielding the devastating metallurgical advantage of medieval steel. Who would you confidently pit against the Viking next? Let the archive know below.